Hey y'all, welcome to the short version of my spring bear hunt film 2025. This just includes the last couple days of my hunt. If you want the full length version, the rest of the season with all the other details and all the struggles and the long extended version, click the link up here. If you want the short version that gets right down to the action right away, then stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that it's spring bear season, and I am out looking for a bear. Alright y'all, I'm back at it. I'm in a different spot today. Drove about 100 miles from home to come here. Haven't been here yet this year or last year. Been here a couple years ago. Saw a couple bears in this canyon behind me. Pretty late season, so pretty far from home. All the bears around home are really difficult to find. I haven't seen a single one during season, so figured I need to try something different. Try something that I know for a fact has bears late season, so drove all the way out here. But so far no bears. The view is spectacular. I mean, look at this. Look at all these flowers behind me. So might find something today. I'm gonna sit here and glass a little bit. Well, I've been glassing for about half an hour. So far no bears. Just glassed up an elk about a mile away probably. Pretty low elevation. But that's a good sign. So I'm in some wildlife. Must be enough feed and water around here to hold them. So that's a good sign. For some reason, only one elk. I'm not sure. I don't see anything else up there. Just all by itself. Can't tell if it's a small bull with velvet or a cow or what. But all by itself, maybe a bull. Who knows? I just glassed up a bear. I think it's the same bear I saw a couple years ago. I mean, exact same finger ridge, maybe 100 feet higher. Exact same color, nice big round one. If it's the same bear a couple years ago, it was a sow with a cub. I don't see a cub with it right now. I barely saw it for a couple seconds before it vanished, so it wasn't running or anything like that, so I'm going to try to get some footage of it, but pretty far away, pretty high up. It's going to be a long day to get up anywhere near there. So hopefully it stays put. I can give it a shot, but finally a bear during season. That's a great sign first thing in the morning. I'm stoked. I've been sitting here for probably 45 minutes trying to get this bear to show back up. Popped out in my binos for like 3 seconds and it's gone. I was hoping to see it again, but it's not showing up, so I gotta keep moving. It's pretty high up, but I don't think there's any water up there, so that bear's gonna eventually have to come down for water, either at sunset or past sunset in the dark. I don't know, but I'm gonna move further up the hill, maybe run into a different bear. At least maybe get some footage of this bear from a distance, from a different angle. I don't know, but sitting here is not gonna help me, I think. So gotta do what you gotta do. Keep moving, keep pressing on. You know, that bear doesn't want to play, but I'm definitely not gonna get it from right here. So gotta do something. Well, I came across this different drainage here. I jumped over the top of this finger ridge and got to see this nice little drainage back here. Looks super promising. A lot of country in here. This might be really good for like early season hunting because there's a lot of open stuff down here. Another finger ridge right there. The peak there, and then even across into that side, all the way up into this drainage. So a lot of good country right here. I might just be a little bit late to hit up this drainage here, but I gotta hike back over there, jump over, and try to get closer to that other bear. Maybe there might be another bear that's even closer, so I'm gonna try to go do that. wanted to get up, and I had no idea, but there's no view here at all. I mean, it's thick timber. I didn't know that it was going to be like that. I was hoping I was going to have a little bit of a view. So far today, I hit about 1,600 feet of elevation gain. 1,600 feet in barely over 2 miles. So 2 miles covered today, and it took me forever. Well, alright, I got about as close as I can to the spot that bear was in this morning. The bad thing is I'm not in a position to shoot even if something pops out. Everything is like 2,000 yards or more. You know, I can't shoot that. 1,000 yards is probably the closest I have, and I can't shoot that. So, not sure what to do. It's really steep, so if I tried to get close down at the bottom, like if something starts going downhill and I wanted to meet it down at the bottom, it's a little steep and rocky, and I'm probably going to make a lot of noise if I was trying to go fast. If I wanted to go down and then up again to meet it on that side, I better start now. But I'm not going to go if I don't know where to go. So maybe something will happen, something miraculous. I don't know. God's done that before, so maybe today's the day. Got my tent, sleeping bag, lots of food at the truck, so I'm probably going to stay the night somewhere down there and make a plan for tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stay in this canyon. This canyon is just miserably brutal to hike in. The only wildlife I've seen in the last few hours was a snake, so that was pretty cool. Second snake this week that I've seen, which is very interesting because I don't usually see snakes at all, ever. I just glassed up a couple of hunters way up at the top. I mean, like the ridge, the very, very top ridge. I'm not sure how they got up there. I know there's a hiking trail from like 5 miles away that way, all the way from the bottom, close to where I started. And then I think there's a road that goes all the way up to the top from the other side. But I had no idea it was open to public, so maybe that's how they came. But either way, they're way up at the top on the ridge. I'm not sure if they're seeing anything and if they do, they're days away from anything on my side. So I'm not too worried about it, but either way, I didn't know anybody was going to be hunting this spot. It's pretty remote. No trails, no roads in here at all. So everything is completely off trail, bushwhacking and rock slides and loose dirt and rocks and deadfall all over the place. So that's what bears like. So, but that bear is somewhere up there, and I have not been able to glass it up again. I'm not sure how long I'll stay here, but I'll give it a good honest effort for sure. I just glassed up a bear. I'm not sure if it's the same one because it's pretty far apart, but it's been about 6 hours from the first sighting, so it's not impossible. I could probably try to make a play on this one if it stayed put, but it just went into the thickest stuff I've ever seen. And I lost it. I mean, I saw it for 2 seconds through the binos, and I lost it again in the thickest crap. So, man, these are tough bears. In here, they're just freaking slippery, slimy bears. No idea. I don't know if it went up, if it went down. Just gone. Crazy. Crazy how you could be staring at a spot for 6 hours, on and off, and you know there's bears there, and you just can't turn it up. That just goes to show that you might be in the perfect bear spot, and you might be sitting there all day and not seeing anything, and you think you have a bad bear spot, but that's just not true. There's probably bears there that are just, they just know how to walk. They know how to hide themselves. Crazy suckers. That's probably like a mile away, but it'll still take me all day to get over there, to get all the way down there and all the way up. Man, that's a tough hunt. I'm not sure what to do. Well, I glassed up the bear again. It changed ridges, and every so often I keep losing it over and over again and finding it again. I'd see it for a couple seconds, then I'd lose it for 5-10 minutes, and see it for a couple seconds, lose it for 5-10 minutes over and over again. So I currently lost it, but it is really on the move. And he keeps getting stuck behind some big trees, big brush piles and stuff. So if it's the same bear from this morning, it moved 3 sub-drainages, you know, small drainages. That's a lot. I'm guessing it's probably close to a mile. Oh, I can't chase a bear around these mountains like that. By the time I get over there, who knows where it'll be long gone. At least from here I could glass and see which way it's going, but if I'm over there on that side, you can't see. So I'm not sure if I could chase that one around. Alright, looks like the bear is slowing down a bit. It walked about a mile, I think, from this morning in like 6-7 hours, but it lost like 300 feet of elevation, so not horrible. It's still going to be a huge chore to get over there and you know, gain like 2,000, 2,400, something like that feet of elevation just to get up to it. Not impossible, but it's going to be a really long day tomorrow if that's the plan. I got to get back and study onyx and see what I could find. Crazy what these suckers can live in and how much they can move. That one is just so far away and so high, so steep, nothing I can really do to change that. Alright, it's already 8:20. I'm gonna start making my way back. It's getting pretty late. I got 2 miles of off trail, all the way down 1,500 feet, 1,600 feet to get to my car. Bear's over there about 1.25 miles. It's still covering ground, but it is kind of slowing down, so I don't know if it's going down to the water and it's going to come back up by morning. I'm not sure, but I got to get back to the car to make a plan, look at onyx, see if I could, I don't know, drive over from there and hike over the ridge and drop in, or hike this bottom all the way in. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do, but that bear is probably going to stay there for another day. I could probably glass it back up again tomorrow. I'm going to start making my way back. Got a long ways to go. Just had a pretty cool little cow elk encounter. Jumped this cow while I was hiking back, and she got pretty scared, but she stopped and waited to see what it was. And I pulled the calls out. I kind of talked with her a little bit, and she came in and got really comfortable, came in really close, and then she waited for me to come over, because I never did. She kind of started getting weary, barked at me a couple times, and then she just decided something's wrong and she walked away. So that's pretty cool. She went over the ridge that direction. That was awesome. That's why I like hiking back while it's still light out, because you bump stuff. In this case, I bumped a cow, so it's not elk season. I can't shoot her, but sometimes you bump a deer, sometimes you bump a bear, sometimes you bump an elk, and you have the tag in your pocket, and you can take it. So, plus you never know if your headlamp might not turn on, and I don't want to find out. I'd rather just hike back while it's still somewhat light out and I don't need a headlamp. Still making my way down. It's about 9:30. Ready to get inside the sleeping bag. Perfect time to be coming back. Probably should have taken the hoodie off because I am sweating. I was starting to shiver before I started leaving. I thought I could make it back to the car without sweating, but nope. I am dripping. I'm probably sweated through my hoodie and my vest and my backpack. Oh my gosh. Well, let's make some food. Get to the car and make some food. And call it a night. Sleep well, make a plan for tomorrow. A little bit left. All right. Slept pretty well. Could always sleep a little bit warmer, but it wasn't horrible. The plan for today is to try to drive up this old road that's on the other side of the mountain. I'm not going to go all the way up to the top. I'm going to try to drive up to like the same elevation band that bear was at yesterday, and side hill around the mountain until I can kind of get into a position where I could see across the drainage again. And that should put me to about 900 yards away from where that bear was, which is plenty close to glass it up and make a plan of attack. And then if it goes down for water, I can go down for water to meet it down there. And that might be like a 500 yard, 400 yard, maybe even closer yard shot, hopefully down towards the bottom end. That's the plan for the day. So let's do it. All right, I'm all packed up. Food and drink obviously takes the longest, so while I was getting prepared, I packed all the stuff up. It's incredible how much time it takes to put all your stuff back together and put your tent away and roll up your pad and sleeping bag and all that. Oh, okay. Well, got a long drive ahead of me to get over to the other side. But that's the plan for the day. Just trying to get some food and coffee in my belly before I go out on another endeavor like that. All right. I drove all the way around the mountain and parked the truck. This is what I was glassing into yesterday from way over there, like 1,000 feet lower, looking up here. And it looks very nice. Obviously, if there's a bear like right in this spot, there's no way on earth I'd be able to see it with all these trees and stuff in the way. So definitely some big ones probably live up here that never get seen, never get hunted. There's no way to freaking glass in here or anything. So probably a big monster lives here, but I'm trying to hike around into that other drainage. And there's a finger ridge kind of between us. So I'm really high up now. I'm about 1,000 feet higher than where I ended up yesterday. Yeah, pretty wild. Pretty wild. pretty old spring bear poop. Not this year's for sure. I'm dying. A lot of deadfall, a lot of this buckbrush that's higher than your head. And it's stiff, it's hard, it's crunchy, it's scratchy. I mean, oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna get back to the truck because I do not want to go back that way. If only somebody can just come pick me up down at the bottom. Because that was freaking miserable. Okay, I think I'm pretty close to popping out and seeing into the drainage now, so just gonna take a little breather. Look at all this green right here. Explains why the bears are up this high. All right, one last push and that'll be over. Let's do it. I just glassed up that bear again, right off the bat. I sat down and like 10 minutes later I glassed it up. Way further into the drainage like I thought last night. And looking further into the drainage, I just glassed up that bear. So it looked to me like this bear was going further into the drainage, and I'm glad I made that call and got in here because that bear's right in front of me somewhere. I got to see it for like 2 seconds before I lost it through the binos. Looks like it's sticking to some of that thick stuff down there where it's a little bit cooler, shaded. But I'm going to try to get about 700 yards deeper into the drainage. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow me out, but I'm not sure what this bear's doing. Hopefully it's not going to try to come onto my side. But if it goes deeper into the drainage, it just might decide to circle around. And I gotta cut it off before that happens because I won't be able to shoot it and it'll probably win me. So hopefully I get to see it one last time before I get moving, but I'm gonna try to back up and hustle over there as soon as I can. I could probably get to about 300 to 400 yards away from where it last was, and that might be enough for a shot. I don't know. I just really want to see it again. Alright, I'm heading over there. Just glassed up the bear again. It's still on that same side, gaining elevation, so I need to hustle to get over there before it gets too high and too far away. I don't have much time, but I'm gonna try running over there. Hopefully there's a good spot. I just bumped a bear trying to sneak in over there. And I just bumped a bear at 20 yards. I just shot it. I just shot twice. Oh my gosh. Talk about action. Well, it's not the bear that I was after. This one was much less effort. Okay, let's see. I hear it breathing. I hear it breathing. Oh my gosh. shaking. I think I just killed the bear. I'm not sure where it is. I just found the bear I just shot. Not a monster, but spring bear. Bear down. Bear down. Oh my gosh. That's not a bad bear. That is not a bad bear at all. Where'd I hit him? Oh my gosh. Bear down, 2025. I didn't know if I was gonna get one this year, man. Sure pays off. Keep putting in the work, keep trying, keep getting out. Keep sweating your butt off. There's probably more than one bear in this drainage. I mean, there's another one right there that I was chasing. So, that's a good bear. That's definitely a respectable bear for this late in the season. I don't know if it was gonna happen. All right. Wow, things happen fast. Nice old bear. Oh, that just happened. I mean, that was like a 40-yard shot. I'm amazed he didn't hear me coming. It is what it is. That's how it goes down. That's a good bear. That's a really good bear. It's a nice, healthy bear. I was not looking forward to packing a bear out of that hole. So I'm kind of glad I don't have to pack that one out. I'm not sure if it was much bigger than this one. It is super hot, and I'm trying to make a plan on how to get out of here. A lot of ways of doing this. My truck is up and over. It's a big bear. It's the biggest bear I've ever killed. It's probably bigger than the one I was after, actually. That one's in the wide open, just cruising. This one's hiding. So, and it's old. It's probably a smarter bear, but it's the biggest bear I've ever killed, and it's heavy. Definitely really, really heavy. I could barely get it on this log. It took everything I had of me to get it on this log for some pictures. The flies are loving that bear right now. So as soon as I start cutting it open, I got no time to waste. Huckleberry bushes right here. This bear would have been eating good right here from spring, summer to fall, and probably dens right here. I mean, never leaves all year long. This wasn't the bear I was chasing, but I think this one's actually bigger and older than that one. But you just got to keep putting yourself in bear country, you know, just keep putting yourself in good places and keep hiking in and putting in the miles, and sooner or later you'll come across one. I'm glad I kept putting in the work. I mean, That's a really nice bear. Dang. Got all the meat in the game bags. Got the hide in the game bag. Got all the trash picked up. Took the heart. One of the quarters is way too bloodshot to do anything with. Not worth packing it out. It is full of bone fragments all through it. That's how it goes. So I got one hind quarter, two front quarters, back straps with neck meat. A lot of fat actually on this guy, on this sow. And then got the whole hide there in the bag. Really good bear, really old bear. And about to make me really feel old because I got 2 miles to get back to the car and I got to go up and down over this crazy ridge. So trying to lighten up my load, so I'm eating up all my snacks before I leave. I haven't had dinner. It's already past dinner time. And I learned my lesson from my last bear last year to not pack your whole dinner out. If you don't need to, you could just eat it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat my food right now and glass a little bit across this drainage for some bears and then head out. Nice cool breeze. I'm glad that it's finally cooled off and shaded. This whole side of the mountain's really cool now, so I'm gonna really enjoy that packing. All in all, epic day. Got a bear down. It's been a heck of a season. I am absolutely exhausted. It's the latest in the year I've ever killed a bear, and it's the oldest bear I've ever killed and the biggest bear I've ever killed. So overall, all is great. I came, I saw, I conquered. Praise God. Okay, that's brutal. I think I have 200 feet of elevation I gotta climb. And then 400 down. Ugh. Okay. Let's get going. Oh my gosh. I think I only gained like 100 feet. I don't know. But this deadfall is freaking horrible. All of this blowdown is miserable to try to get over with this much weight on. Everything in my body is shaking. And I'm about to enter the sunlight. So it's gonna be warm. Just 2 more miles. Someone please pick me up. I'm dying. I also ran out of water. And there's no water up here. Gotta go down that way or all the way down that way. I'm afraid the rest of the walk is this buckbrush crap all the way. Oh my gosh, I'm about to throw up. I'm so close. I took a good tumble about I don't know, 150 yards back. Slammed my rifle against a rock. I didn't get hurt too bad. I smacked my scope pretty hard on a rock. I think it'll be fine, but If it's not, I think Vortex would be pretty good about that. This deadfall is killing me. I had no idea this deadfall was in here when I decided to come in here this morning. Once I started, it was too late to stop, and then once you get a bear, you have no choice. So I'm so close. I'm taking so many little breaks. Every time I get a little log like this, I have to sit down and take the weight a little bit off my shoulders and off my feet. Been leaning against trees and stuff. Everything is so dry. I grab a random branch to steady myself and it breaks. I step on the rock and it slides. Everything is just so crunchy and loud and loose. Miserable. But I'm almost there. Just right over this little hill right here. And there's some pretty thick trees, but still right over this little tiny hill, and then I think I gotta drop another 200 feet. So not too far. The sun is pretty close to setting. I've been packing for just over 2 hours now. It's like a mile and a half and it's taking me 2 hours. It's crazy. Just taking another break. Every 50 yards now it seems. Take a break. I feel like my body is working overtime. It's crazy what a human body can do if you push it, if you ask it. I don't know my body could do this. You guys do not understand that feeling. Oh, and the bear fell out. Well, it's pretty smooth sailing. All right, the bear just completely fell out. The whole hide fell off the pack, just hanging by a string, and I was like, I'm not gonna take it all off just to put it back on, put it back together. I left it right there and I'm just walking this road down. I think it's only like half mile or a quarter mile or something. Not super far. What a day. What a day. What a weekend. I can't believe that just happened. It just went from 0 to 100. All season was a 0 and then it just went to 100 yesterday. Maybe it went to 50 yesterday and then it went to 100 today. Crazy. It's incredible what the human body is capable of if you push it, if you demand it. No excuses, you know, just keep pushing. It's just work. Stay gritty. That's what we do at 4 Boys and Girls. That rush, that sense of achievement, that accomplishment. Doesn't get much better than that. And now I got all that meat, organic, grass-fed, fresh meat to take home. Got a nice hide, got a skull, got claws. To remember the story of what just happened today. I might as well just fall over right here. Whew. Oh my gosh.